Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is thee, it is who, it is Rosie Rosette 2020. Pow. Okay, so, woo, sorry it's getting late. This is my last video of the night. So I don't know if I told you guys, but I went, the video I made about Mario, the guy who had service at the homeless camp, the unhoused camp. Um, well, I went to his funeral services on Tuesday, and his family invited me to the balloon release yesterday. Um, when I Before I went, I was gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, this, and that, and this. Now, mind you, I still, picked up food, delivered it, excuse me, to some people before I went on Saturday. And I went shopping and I made this big huge thing of spaghetti. I put my foot in. I made a lot of spaghetti and some baked chicken. Okay. Well, that being said, I did all that before I went. It started at 12. I didn't get there until 3, 3:30, almost 4 almost or whatever. But I really wasn't going to go, but oh, let me show you the picture, okay? I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay. So, this is a picture I had because they were like, you know what? Because at the funeral, they had given the aunties um, a picture frame of Mario. And so they said, you know what? Actually, I don't know how that's going to do. But anyway, um, his sister texted me and was like, you know what? My daughter wants to give you a picture. Is there a picture that you liked of him or whatever? And I had cut this off because this was actually at the service. I had cut this or cropped this, and I was like, you know what? I want this one. So this is because of this. This is why I went because before it happened, I was just like, oh my goodness, I just wasn't feeling good. I think I was just exhausted because I had not went to bed until like 4 or 5 that morning, right? I hadn't went to bed until about 4 or 5 that morning, and then you know, I think did I cook something that morning? Yeah, I did because I cooked breakfast for my son. Stayed up until 4 or 5. Didn't get back up until like 9:36, and I was just exhausted. I had to jump up because I had to go get some food so that I can bring back. I had to heat it up. I had to deliver. It was just a lot, and I was just tired. I'm nocturnal. I don't usually I go to sleep at like 4 or 5 in the morning. I know I gotta stop. And what I'm trying to do is, let me just put this here. What I'm trying to do is go to bed earlier so I can wake up early and do videos early. But for some reason that's not happening. But anyway, so I ended up I went to Dollar Tree and I got some cups and soda. And so I have the baked chicken and I have the spaghetti. I had cups, plates, what they didn't need, 4 bottles of soda, whatever. And I went and let me tell you, I had a beautiful time. I had a beautiful time, and they had a beautiful cake of him with this picture on it. It was really good. It was half strawberry and half banana. It was really good with the picture on it. With this picture of him on the cake right here. This picture of him on the cake right there. And then they have food. They had some carne asada. Oh, it was really good, and they seasoned it just right or whatever. It wasn't a lot of food, but it was just enough. And actually, it was too much because they didn't really eat. They didn't really eat. And and it's different from a Mexican culture to the black culture because it's like the men are over there and the women are over there. And I was just peeping it, you know what I'm saying? But when I went, I was like, because at that park on 13th and Empire thing, um, they had like tents or whatever. It was like a little festival or something. It was like a lot of vendors who were out and selling stuff. It was really cute. So I went over there and looked at the vendors or whatever. Came back because one of the sisters came around, the aunt. It's like, can you come back because the aunt had came. She stays in the same area as Mario did, then Cam and Mario did. And, they were like, oh, she's back. Can you come back over? We're about to do the balloon release. And so they did the balloon release. And that was good. They sent him off or whatever. It was just really nice. Simple, but it was nice. It was nice. Now I'm getting to the point of what I'm trying to make and why I'm making this video. But hold on, I want to show you guys the balloon release. First balloon release. Okay, here it is. First balloon. Oh, okay, hold on. Bella. Where is Bella? Right there. Bella. She needs a balloon. You guys, okay? 1, 2, 2 or 3? 1, 2, 3. Love you, brother. Love you, Mario. Bye, Mario. So the releasing of the balloons. Now I'll show you. Oh, here's this picture of the cake. Isn't this a cute picture of his cake? That's him. That's him. So, I was thinking today, I was like, I never asked why he was in a tent. I never asked what, he was like, or did he ever get in trouble, or, was he a gangbanger? Was he a cholo? What led him to live in a tent in his last days? Never. I didn't ask him, was he a good student? I did ask him, what high school he went to. I don't think he went to high school, but, okay, that's fine. I never asked if he was in jail, never asked if he committed a crime or anything. I didn't care. I didn't care. I deal with, again, I service a few encampments. I go in places where maybe I shouldn't be going. But with Mario, I didn't care what he did or why he did it. When I first start, dropping off food to them, he welcomed me with open arms. Never asked for money, always said thank you, always had a gracious smile, always, got up and helped me, with delivering the power, putting the food, because a lot of times I would have a lot of stuff. Even when, I left a pot for soup or whatever, he delivered that pot. I told you it was sparkling clean. I think it was cleaner than when I dropped it off. Like literally. Even though he was living in a tent, I didn't judge him. I don't judge anyone. I don't. I don't. Because at any given moment, I could be there. And even if I couldn't be there, they're still human. People who live in tents are still human. A lot of them get up and go to work. Um, his aunt is there. She's always made up. Her face is always made up every day. She lives in the tent. And she's more groomed than most women I know. But the fact that he did not have an address, he's less than. That's not how you're supposed to treat people. I didn't care what he did because the way he treated me, and the way he welcomed me into his space, I appreciate that. Now, there's a few encampments or whatever, and maybe I've just been lucky, knock on wood, that I haven't been attacked or robbed or anything like that. Um, you know, maybe my fate is coming, or I've been lucky, or I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, or my ancestors, spirits, or something like that, or whatever. But all I get is thank you, and this is what they say: thank you for the work that you're doing. The one that's Thank you for the work you do. And I'm just, I'm loud, I'm obnoxious. Yo, 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 yo. That's exactly how I do. So when they hear that, they know that there's hot food. Like if I don't have, hot food or whatever, I just have food or whatever, I'll just leave it there. But when I say yo, 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 they know that it's hot and it's time to come get it. And I make sure I'm like, okay, make sure you share it. If I cook, make sure you share it. Hot food. Now, the other food, I don't really care. But when I cook or whatever, if it's hot food, I need to make sure that they share it. I don't care how many of it make sure everybody gets something. You know, um, Sometimes I can only just put hot water in a jar. Not That's not it, but at least someone can hold it, or to keep you warm or something. But I was just thinking, wow, his family opened up their arms and accepted me for who I was. Didn't ask me who you were, what you do, what they didn't care. They didn't care. I was good to their family, to Mario, and so they were good to me. They opened up with open art. They had the little kids, not little kids, the young men. Someone said something disrespectful, whatever, and it was about to pop off. Oh yeah, it was about to pop off. This was right before the cake. And one person said something to somebody, and one person said something to somebody, and then it went around, and then how they get in somebody's face over there. I was like, whoa, 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 because I'm just like, whoa, because they got that look. It's a look, and this guy that I used to work with, I went off on him, and he had that look like, you better be glad that we are here at work, because if we was outside, it would be a whole nother story. So I was like, okay, it's about to go down. So, I was just like, hey, the cake, the cake. I just said, come on, let's go over the cake. Let's go over the cake. Let's do the cake. Let's do the cake. Let's do the cake. Let's do the cake. And finally, they cooled down. And, it was family or whatever. And, they ended up hugging. That's just how family is or whatever. But, people were sad because of, you have death in family. People mourn or whatever. So I texted the sister, was it the sister? Yeah, the sister. And I texted her and I said, thank you so much for inviting me. It was a lovely event and I had an amazing time. Please give your family all of my love. Thanks again. And then she texted me back and said, you are so very welcome. Thank you for going. My family says you're a good person and we enjoyed your company. Isn't that sweet? It wasn't nothing like me, not like them, whatever. The fact is, see, now I'm just at 52, I'm learning, how you do it when someone, outside of your family, comes to, pay their respects to one of your people. You welcome them. They invited me to the picnic. They gave me this. I felt like I was family. They however they felt or whatever. I didn't feel uncomfortable, but it takes a lot for me to feel uncomfortable. But I think he would have enjoyed the fact that I was there with his family. Although I wish it could have been why did it have to take him to pass away in order for me to intertwine. You see what I'm saying? And it's almost been a week. It was a week yesterday because I dropped it off on Saturday. He had the services on Tuesday. And Saturday, yeah, in a week this happened. And this time last week, I was just floored. But after going to his services and, releasing them up in the air, I feel okay. But yesterday, I think I had anxiety, so I couldn't do it. I honestly could not do it. I don't know. I don't know if my body was like, you know what, you're doing too much, you haven't gotten any sleep or whatever. But by going to his balloon release, I released, everything, and being with the family and eating and talking and all that, talking about him, talking about his family and who was who or whatever. Then I was like, I felt better. I felt good leaving. I felt good leaving. Um, this still is just a travesty. And Mario, he needs to be remembered. He honestly needs to be remembered because he shouldn't have went like that, not like that. And the investigation, the investigation needs to be taken seriously. So I wish the news cameraman could have been there, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just praying that, his soul, his family did a wonderful they did a wonderful, let me just put this here. They did a wonderful job in sending him away. Absolutely a wonderful job, and I would just like to thank them for being there and sending them off in such a gracious way. He was such a nice guy. You guys just don't know. He just made me so comfortable. And because of him, I'm able to, I guess, be fearless in helping others. So I hope that, his death doesn't go in vain. I hope this investigation comes to a point where, the person who hit him, um, he gets justice. His death won't be in vain, and that he gets justice, and that, you know, whether it's monetarily or the person goes to jail or whatever. But I just can't let, the fact that his death just is null and void. I think that maybe I should start a Mario fund or something in his honor. To become do a nonprofit, Mario's Way or something like that, so that, because he was a man of God, and he was so peaceful. When the young kids were about to get into it, they were like, Mario would not want you to do that. He really had a peaceful soul. Now, again, I don't know, what happened in his younger years, but when we're young, we always, do our thing or whatever, and that's what young youth is all about. But the simple fact is, I just, he didn't ask me about my business. I didn't ask him about his business. I dropped off the food, we talked, and we just built a relationship. But the fact that his family embraced me like they did, it's just so beautiful. And the fact that he talked about me. I didn't drop off food every week, but at least once a month. I did my part, my person. Well, actually, one month, I was dropping off food like multiple times a week. It was so much. He never judged me. I never judged him. Never asked him questions. He never asked me questions. We just kept it simple, stupid. I don't know. This honestly is going to be hard for me. I hate to keep reiterating that, but it wasn't much, but You know how just the simplest relationships, and you just don't know how you make a difference in people's life. I'm telling you, the way his family embraced me, like they knew me, like he was talking about me a lot. He said this special, I don't know if he says, I think special lady. He could have said, special black lady. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And you're gone. And I don't know, it just hurts my heart to even continue this fellowship. But people have to eat. People have to eat. And so his aunt that stays in that encampment, because they didn't eat a lot of spaghetti. Mexicans, not black. But I made sure that, she got some spaghetti and, soda, and she got plates and everything. So she said, she'll be able to share with her community. And actually, so there was two people while we were over there, while we were picnicking or, barbecuing or whatever. And the two guys, I thought they were part of the family. And that came over to ask him, did they have any food? And I was like, oh. And like, I think they were going to leave my spaghetti. I was like, oh, no, they can't have all my spaghetti. But they did leave him some cake and some other stuff. So that was like, I didn't know. It's just so many people who who are hungry in San Jose. We really need to do something better. You know what? If I didn't hate politics so much, I swear I would run for councilman or mayor. Because this is just, it's too many. Oh, and in Oakland, it was not even, it's no better in Oakland or San Francisco. Bless your heart, Mario. We're going to miss you. We are definitely going to miss you. You had a nice, kind soul. And I'm so sorry you had to end your life like that. Your family really did love you. They really did love you. And it's a shame that you had to go like that. It's a shame. It's really a shame. Sorry we didn't get to talk more or spend more time together. Usually I was dropping off and I had to go. I was always on my way. Always on my way. I didn't have enough time to talk as often as I should. And I need to work on that. I know I need to work on that. But your family, they treated me really nice. You would have been really proud. They gave me nothing but respect, love, and affection. They really did. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for inviting me into your life, for telling your family about you, so that when you're going in your spirits, that they accepted me so much. I appreciate you. All right, you guys, I gotta go to sleep. Well, get off. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.